okay, I believe that we're feeding out to the folks out there. Let me know how the audio is, how the audio's coming in. There's a little bit of a scramble here, so I don't know. This is not my regular van. I'm actually in a completely different van. I'm in a loaner van, and it decided there's power in it, but it decided that the power outlets are not going to work.
Oh, nice.
And since it's a loaner,
convenient.
Yeah, exactly. I have no clue of exactly how to reset it since it's a loaner, so I got to figure that out. But anyway, so if you're all watching us live, we're obviously watching us on Utreon. We're on Utreon so we can hold guns. I don't have any right now in front of me, but I will have some here. Let's see. Oh, the dudes have guns. There you go. These guys got guns to show. There you go. All right. My guys got my back. All right. If you want to watch us live and see us handle guns, because we can't do that on YouTube, we're on Utreon, so go over to Utreon/WhoMoveMyFreedom. That's where we are. If you're watching this later on, that's where we are. If you're listening to this and you want to join us, that is where you can find us. So that's the place to go. Oh man. Okay. This is a little crazy here. Okay. Yeah. So all of that being said, I am gonna kick the show off right now. Oh, I forgot my light. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Okay, so now there's more light on me. All right, let me put the guys into the broadcast window here, and actually let's get this kicked off.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, so there we go. We're live. Let's do jazz hands. Let's get those jazz hands going. There we go. We got Dave of Liberty, jazz hands. Dave of High Point, jazz hands. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 889 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Yes, 889.
That is a lot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we are on the way to 1,000 episodes. And today's episode, or tonight's episode, however you want to look at it, is called Scions of Industry. Scions of Industry. Not the cars, but if you look it up, Scions are like the royalty of industry here. So let's start with my friend David Saylors, Liberty Suppressors. What's up, David?
I'm just glad to be here. Okay, and I can hold a gun, and no one can kick me off the air because of it.
That's right, absolutely. Also joining us is my friend David Kiwacka of High Point, and of course of Full Forge Gear. That I've got some over here. Lola took my. Why'd you take my bag from me?
Too?
Yeah. There you go. I had a bag here, but it got moved. Okay, so
that's all right. I got you covered.
Yeah, we're gonna get all into that and talk about all that stuff here during the show. What's up with you guys, man? What's been going on?
I want to say something before we start. Dave, when we get done tonight, let's hang out for a few minutes. I want to talk to you about your nylon gear.
Okay. Absolutely.
Things will be happening.
I think this is one already.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably worth both of our while. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So here's my bag. Here's this. I'm using this as my equipment bag. There you go. Check that out.
Nice.
Look at that. Got their Gorilla Pod and everything.
Yeah, got the Gorilla Pod on it. Got my camera in there. Dudes, let me show you something. This is how prepared I am. We could talk about anything we want to tonight. But look at that.
Is that a ham radio?
That is a ham radio, sir. Up in here. This is my ICOM ID52 ham radio.
Oh, so. we're using ICOM radios?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, don't tell me everyone here is a ham operator. What? We're ham bros right now. Ham bros in the house. So, man, we have a lot to talk about. It just gets
better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about here. So it's going to be a fun show. If you guys have questions, shout out to everyone out there. I see Cujo74 is out there. He said, best suppressors around. I'm not really here. I'm a ghost, but God bless everyone. Have fun. So there
Cujo's
you go.
awesome.
Yeah. 42 Chill says, Hank has gone deep in the ham. That's right. I actually have. Listen, I could save you guys money, and I have a link to Gigaparts. I don't know if you guys, do you guys know about Gigaparts? That's one of the big online. Yeah, they sell a ton of stuff for ham radio.
They're an hour and a half from here in Huntsville. Yeah, yes, I know exactly where they are.
Yeah, they were. Yes, I was in Huntsville a couple of weeks ago doing stuff with them.
And you didn't call me?
I didn't realize you were that close. Sorry.
Really?
Next time I'll be back there. I'll be back there again. Yeah. I didn't realize you were that close to them, but I was out there. They had ham radio day.
Oh yeah. Did they have a ham fest, or was it just a day?
It was just a day. They were at the Orlando Hamcation, and that's where Lola and I went to that, and we got our technicians licenses there.
Nice.
From that was in Orlando.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think they were just out of some kind of overlanding show. I met them at Overlanding East last year, and they'll be at Overlanding East again this year, and at some other overlanding shows that are going on around the country. Yeah. I think I'm going to be doing the one in Arizona as well. So for anyone who's into overlanding, basically if you got a pickup truck or something and you drive over dirt.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah,
my FJ can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I overland in my van. It's like all-wheel drive, so I take the van and do that. So okay, I was letting everyone say what's up. So David of High Point, what have you been up to?
Anything and everything, man. I don't even know anymore. It's just blink your eyes and weeks go by and months go by. It's April. What the hell?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So both of these guys, the cool thing here with both of these guys being on here for the first time, is that we gave away a gun, a High Point carbine, with a Liberty Suppressors can.
One of these, actually.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, one of those. Nice. And that has been shipped out to the owner. I don't know if he got it yet, but I think Lola shipped that out at the end of last week. It took a little bit of time to get all the paperwork and everything worked out so far as the suppressor, but we got that worked out. That shipped out. So there you go. Yeah. And
that's cool.
Yeah. Have you guys been up to anything new over there at Liberty Suppressors? We've got Dave and Dave. I don't even know what I'm going to do.
Let's see how close is this?
And they're both baldies, which is
this. Yeah. This is a secret prototype that I can't show any more than the FBA screwed into it.
Okay.
But it lays on my desk.
Yeah.
But we do have a new 22 can that we're soft launching, is what I call it, because
that's cool.
A customer wrote in and actually went to the expense of buying a regulator with a titanium core. And we kicked the idea around a little, but it wasn't real feasible 6 years ago. And now that we have the Doosan turning centers, it's a lot more feasible. And we built one for him and one for us. And on the scales, I don't know if you noticed the Instagram post from a day or two ago, but it weighs like 3.7 ounces, 3.8 ounces.
Oh, wow.
The whole silencer. And it absolutely has no first round pop. It was just dead silent right out of the chute.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that and pull that up here. We got a couple of comments coming in. Oh, now my phone is not working. Okay, so so let's see. Brian Quick says men shouldn't wear tactical kilts. There you go, and he's also the winner of the gun and the suppressor. He says he really appreciates the giveaway.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, and
awesome, man.
And BWE Firearms says, Dave from Liberty Suppressors, I want to thank you again for the suppressor. It was a really nice gift when I really needed it after Mickey's passing. His wife passed, for folks out there who don't know. And everyone needs to support them. They are great and caring people. So there you go.
And so is BWE Firearms, dude. If y'all haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel yet, go over and do that now. Well, I'll
Absolutely.
actually do it right after this is over.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Open a second tab on your browser and subscribe
Right.
to BWE.
Yeah,
He's a pretty cool guy. I really
he
like
is. Yeah, he is, and we'll get him on. I was communicating with him today, and I think he's ready to get back to work and stuff like that. So we will be seeing him here in the future on this channel, and I'm sure he's going to start putting out more content and showing up on some other places as well. So Lola has the discount code to Gigaparts. There's a link in there. You click on that link, and it'll take you through, and it'll actually give you the discount code, and you can get stuff from Gigaparts. And
Awesome.
they do a lot of cool stuff. They even have 3D printers.
Why not? I need one of those.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. So they do computers, 3D
That
printers,
could get
stuff
them.
like that.
That could get them. That could get them looked at real closely by the AFT.
Yeah,
right.
Everything, breathing. If you're breathing, if you know how to wipe your butt when you go to the toilet, the ATF is going to look at you. You know.
How many times did he call them the AFT in that address?
Oh God.
It was
I
like
think-
6 times in a row he said it. It wasn't once. It was just over and over.
I mean, I'd say it's glorious, but it's just so sad.
Yeah, at this point,
The poor
it is sad.
man, he's got dementia. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh,
He's got dementia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. I mean, there's no one's going to debate that at this point, right?
No.
Yeah. I mean, but at what point is he fit for office? I mean, that's the question that I gotta ask. Is like, he's got the keys to the nukes,
Yeah.
And
I mean, but is Kamala
that guy's
Harris fit for
scary.
office either? I don't know.
No,
Well, she's
no.
probably fitter than him. Probably fitter
That's
than
what
him.
I was
but,
gonna say.
not
Is
by
at
that
least
much.
she's at least she has her mind.
Right.
I mean, the Joint Chiefs of Staff will be able to talk to her, and she'll understand what they're saying.
Yeah. It's crazy. I saw somewhere that people were asking Biden if he was going to go to Ukraine because I think the Prime Minister of England, what is his name, Boris Johnson? He went over to the Ukraine, and Biden says, "Oh, I don't know. They won't let me. I want to go over there, but they won't let me go."
They won't let me.
His handlers won't let him go.
Yeah. Wow. You're the POTUS, man.
Yeah. Are you the president? Or
Well, no, I mean, come on. He's also the guy that said that Harris was president how many times? Oh, President Harris.
There you go. And the really sad thing that I saw, that was not too long ago either, is when Obama was over there, and everyone was paying attention to Obama, and Biden was like, your old demented old great granddad that's just walking around like trying to get someone to,
He was lost.
wipe
man.
his butt or something.
Again,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny at first, but it's just sad. It's just
Yeah.
sad, man.
It is. Yeah, we're in bad shape.
Yeah.
The leadership
Yeah.
of this country is in bad shape, and these guys are distracting people, which is one of the things that, what do you guys, what I noticed? Let me see. I'm going to take myself off the screen for a second. Not only are these two bald, they're both wearing, for the people that are listening to the audio, they're wearing black t-shirts with red writing on it.
You want me to grab another shirt?
Two bald white dudes with beards.
Didn't you get the memo, Hank?
Obviously
Come on,
not. Obviously not, man. Wow. Okay, yeah.
I
So,
didn't even catch that.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what are you guys thinking about this, assault on what they call ghost guns? Really, people being able to make their own guns, and now they want everything and more things serialized. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, when this says upper receiver and you have to carve a serial number into it, and a lower receiver that already has one on it, and then the scope rail, it's kind of close to the barrel, so we probably should serialize it. And maybe the charging handle, since it directly pulls on the bolt, it's
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Every
It's
single
literally-
Let's
round.
not give them ideas. Let's not
Yeah.
give more ideas.
Yeah. Every single round, is like everything is dangerous. Your finger
Oh,
that goes on the trigger.
They brought up the ballistic fingerprint marking the rounds before. It's just
Yeah.
not feasible.
Yeah.
Callie's trying.
They can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. What do you think about this, Dave? What, High Point Dave here?
I mean, it's ridiculous. Where is their line? Where is the point where they're going to stop and say, oh, we got to change what a gun is because, the gun, oh, well, but if you could make these things and this stuff, man, get the hell out of here.
Can you even make them in 30 minutes? That's the question.
No.
You might be able to watch one YouTube video in 30 minutes. Right. I've always said, I always complain about my fellow content creators out there, the YouTubers that make the videos of 80%ers, and they're like, oh, this is so easy. Bang, 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 bang. There you go. Awesome. This gun works. Right. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get you have to edit for time and all that, and you want your video to be dynamic. But really, it's just not, unless you're just super, super fantastic, I don't really know how you're going to do that, and you definitely can't do it in half an hour.
No, I have a CNC mill, and I've written a program for me when I wanted to cut out a lower, because we were doing a batch. Matter of fact, I have the only one here that ever come out of that run that was not out of spec. Unfortunately,
right.
Apologize to everybody that bought one.
Exactly. For about 2 minutes, I had a Liberty Suppressor's lower. One of these days, we'll get those again. Yeah.
Yeah, but we bought 80% forgings for that because it was a quick and easy way to get these going, and we gauged them, spec'd them, and all that. But long story short, even with CNC milling centers with automatic tool magazines, it's still faster. It's still not 30 minutes. It takes longer.
Right.
Yeah. Inevitably, something's going to get messed up. I mean, this is what I feel about, Glocks, for example. So there's so many different 80% Glocks and things like that. I've done it myself. It's not as easy. You can maybe do certain parts of that, but it's not so easy. A Glock looks simple, but it really isn't. There's a lot of balance and all that kind of stuff going on with that. And any gun, at High Point, you guys are developing guns. That's not so easy to do. It might look but it's not, right?
If it was that easy, we'd have the YC9 out already. It's because it's not that easy.
Yeah. There's a lot of developing and testing and stuff like that going on to it. So why do you guys think they've decided to go after this? Is it just easy, or?
I think it's
the
just
internet's made. I think it's because the internet's made people aware, and technological advancements have made it to where serializing guns in 4473s were about to be made irrelevant. If you want a Glock, order the kit, build it at home. For lack of a better vernacular, screw the government.
Right.
And most guys I know, they do it for that, either for the fun of it or they do it because they intentionally want to screw the government on it.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, the government works for us. At least that's the way I understood the Constitution to be written. And people just they don't want to play by those bizarre rules.
Yeah.
DC's totally forgotten they work for us.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
So the big part of this, I guess, I've said it over and over again, but I don't think it could be understated. The folks out there who are criminals. Criminal means a professional person who doesn't give two shits about the law. You can look that up. That's the definition.
Yeah, they're going to do whatever they want when they want.
That's the language.
Yeah. What criminal cares about the law in the first place, right? They've always been taking serial numbers off of things, and doing and you can say whatever you want to. At the end of the day, the genie is out of the bottle for firearms. So if people are industrious enough, if there's enough money in it, if you create this black market for it, people are going to find ways. It's like from Jurassic Park, right. Life will find a way around it, and the criminals don't care. Look at that incident that happened in California. Those were gangbangers that they let out of prison early that killed these people.
Yeah, against the DA's requests.
Yeah. So what difference does it make if they're not enforcing laws over there and punishing the criminals? What would creating more laws do?
It'll disarm the law abiding. Is all I can think of.
Yeah,
I'd say that it comes back to that, trying to disarm us in the long run.
Or make us criminals. Or make us criminals criminalize us.
Yeah.
And I think that the firearms industry is the most at risk over this stuff. And one of the things they're saying is that if you're an FFL and you come across one of these, now you're responsible to serialize it.
Yeah.
But see, that's
I
illegal
agree.
because only an '07 manufacturer can serialize
Right.
a gun.
What is happening? Right?
Right.
And who's even
And-
coming? I'm an FFL.
and
If someone brought one of those
if he-
to me, I mean, I don't really want to, I don't want to get
But,
involved in that.
Okay, I kind of want this to happen. You know why?
Okay.
There are so many unregistered World War II bring back machine guns in attics that
Yeah.
these old timers never registered.
Mm-hmm.
And if the precedent is, if the FFL gets it, he has to serialize and register it, and now it's legal.
Interesting. Yeah.
And the MP40s are looking pretty sweet.
Well, it's just like I saw someone in the chat was saying, when are people just going to put regular stocks on their ARs? And I hear one of the things that's coming down the grapevine is that all the pistol braces, you'll have to register those as SBRs.
Well,
now
if you leave it with a shortened upper on it, I mean.
Yeah, so you could either take it off or register it, but now I heard a rumor, I don't know if this is true or not, but then they were saying that they would give everyone free SBR registrations. Then every gun I own is becoming an SBR.
They can't do that. Unless Congress issues an amnesty, there's no such thing going to happen.
Yeah.
People just throw their stocks. People just throw their stocks on it and not even give a damn beyond that. Because come on, we know there's guys out there doing it already. They don't give a shit. They're going to throw a stock on here, run it as an SBR, because they know where they're at, they know where they're going, they know where they're shooting at. So they're not worried about some ATF agent going, "Hey, can I see your paperwork on that?"
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the guy going to the public range and blasting away like an idiot, maybe you might get asked, but 90% of the rest of us, nobody's going to get questioned on it.
Yeah. We've got a break coming up here in about 15 seconds. That's the timer down there, guys. I don't know the last time you guys were on.
We've gotten jingle was.
Yeah, we've gotten very official. When you hear that, you got like a minute left. So right now we're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back here if I talk really slowly in a second. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. Yeah, okay, so we're back. Oh, what are you showing here? What is this? Ooh.
I'm just messing with the camera.
Oh, okay. Is this more teasing? Is this some future?
Nah, dude, this is a Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've had these for ages. I don't know where the tube. This one was a test core. We were doing some testing. Oh, there's one.
Okay.
Here's what the can looks like assembled.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
And that's what the guts inside of it look like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
But,
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. So, who is it that brought this up? I think 42 Chilled says over 40 guns stolen in Georgia from a gun store and range killed the owners. Yes, including one of their children that happened to be there when these guys went in to rob that range and take guns from there.
Oh wow.
That's what people don't. That happened recently. If you look it up, but people don't understand that bad guys out there that want to do bad things will find a way to do bad things. They'll set up a cop. There's so many things that they could do. What you need to do is have the folks there who want to be able to defend themselves to be able to do that in the moment without things getting in the way. I think a good example of that is something that's unfolding in New York City right now, where a dude goes on the subway, puts on a gas mask, sets off a smoke bomb, and then shoots a bunch of people in the train. How's that supposed to happen? New York City has the most draconian gun laws.
Right.
How'd that happen? That guy obviously didn't care.
There's other issues here because their gun laws are great. It can't happen.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's something else. Yeah. Not that.
Yeah. 42 Chilled put in the chat a link to that particular the robbery, and this is one of the things you have to be really careful of when you do. If you are an FFL, you have a gun store, whether it's a one that's sitting on Main Street or one that is home based. You really have to be careful out there. So and then that story in New York, that's been unfolding all day. I saw that. I was out running around today, and I saw that in New York, and I'm pretty sure that that's an act of terror. I know they're trying to rule that kind of stuff out, or some people, I guess, are trying to rule that out. But that's definitely an act. Yeah, but I mean that's an act of terror, though.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
Yeah, this is an act of terror by someone. You know what kind of act of terror? I don't know. But to go on a subway, set off a smoke bomb, and then start shooting people.
Just randomly rounds into the crowd.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
What the hell?
Yeah. So Armament and Access says, speaking of World War WW guns in the attic, gun store owner I worked for in the 90s had a guy come in with his dead granddad's Thompson SMG. Didn't know what he had. Owner offered him $400. The guy accepted.
The guy was the smart one. The gun dealer was the idiot. It's unregistered machine gun, dude. That's straight to prison crap right there. And we say ATF Sting? Ooh, I'd have sent him packing.
Yeah, because I don't know what you could do with that. In that situation, you can't really do anything.
Jail with it.
Yeah. If the ATF finds out about that and you try to do something with it, they'll just seize it from you.
Yeah.
So it'll either get melted down, or they'll put it like the FBI has a collection.
The ATF has a gun room that's unrivaled. If you ever never seen the videos of their gun room, it's stunning what
Only
they have.
imagine.
Oh, at the ATF? No, I haven't seen the ATF. I did come close to getting a chance to see the FBI vaults and their guns, but then I kind of ran out of time because I went to the FBI training academy years ago. But that was cool though. I did get to shoot actually a Thompson submachine gun while I was over there at the training academy. Yeah. And Brian Quick says, I'm not buying the New York City official story. So
nor should you.
No.
Yeah, really.
Come on now. I don't believe anything from these guys. These guys just now admitted, all the way up until a couple of weeks ago, this whole Hunter Biden thing was fake news.
Oh wow.
You know that, right? They just admitted it's real.
I thought I saw that, but honestly, I saw it on Instagram, so I was like, taking it with a grain of salt. But wow, no, that's insane.
Don't you remember that was fake news? Don't you remember that people got kicked off of social media for that?
That part, yeah.
Yeah, didn't the New York Post get suspended on Twitter or something, or deleted from Twitter for putting that story out there? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Think about that.
But Elon's back, so I think I can get away with it on Twitter now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I heard something too, saying that he didn't his 9% that he's got isn't enough to really change policy and stuff in there. That's why nothing's happened. Like Trump's not back, on Twitter and other people like that.
Yeah, they were trying to make him they were trying to give him a seat on the board or something, but I think he turned it down. So I'm not sure what's the status of that. He probably needs to buy more of it. But I think some other billionaires out there should start doing that too, man. Buy up Twitter. Like, instead of trying to make something from scratch, I think Twitter has a big... Yeah. Yeah, buy a cesspool, fill it in. Yeah, fill in the swamp. Right? The one that Trump is running, man, that's not going well. No one's like, I signed up for that. I haven't heard anything from them. What was it? Is it Truth Social, I think?
Yeah, I think that's it. I signed up for it. Listen, get this. I tried to set up an account in Costa Rica, which was back in February. We went to Costa Rica, and it said that only U.S. residents could participate. So I had to wait till I got home at the end of the month. So I signed up when I got back late February, and they put me in a holding pattern and said I was like 1.15 million in line.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
to activate my account. And
Yeah,
it
me
literally
too.
went live like last Friday.
Yeah. They have a tough time. They don't have the ability to scale it up for people. So I think the money would be better spent for if you've got different people to come in there and just buy it up, man. Buy up buy that company up. Yeah. Hostile takeover, get rid of some of those executives up there, Right now there's an executive.
You hear his joke about converting their headquarters into a homeless shelter?
That'll clear it out real fast. You know, when
Whatever
those
happened to Google? Didn't they have their own? They had their
Go-
own like Facebook, Twitter thing.
Yeah,
Google
they had
Plus.
Google Hangout.
they had Hangout Plus. Google's trying a bunch of stuff. The most successful thing that Google has done is YouTube, and obviously we're not on it right now because
Well, yeah, that's still like you said, but it's still like you said, it was buying out something else though. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the way to go for the people that have the money to do it. Now it's expensive. I think how many million did Elon drop?
2.2 billion.
2.2 billion. Yeah.
Was it
that's what
really?
they said.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean,
It was billions that he spent to buy that much of Twitter.
9%.
yeah, is there much money in the gun industry? Since that's like the main topic of what we're talking about. How much money does the gun industry have?
Oh Lord.
On social media, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, come on. At Liberty Suppressors, you guys at least are good for $1 billion or $2 billion.
Oh yeah. All right.
I know.
Yeah. Well, we'll match Elon's and we'll give it up to 18%.
I know High Point's got at least $10 billion.
I was waiting for that.
At least $10 billion. There's at least $10 billion over at High Point. No?
No.
42 Chill says billions. But seriously, how much money do you think that the firearms industry has? Like, no, well, that's not a good question. It's hard for you to quantify that.
Yeah.
Like, how much money do you think the biggest company out there is probably making a
Tesla.
year? No, in the
Tesla?
in the firearms industry. I don't even know who we would consider
The biggest.
the biggest. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
Well-
I'm going to speculate and say FN because of the military contracts with the U.S. military.
Okay.
Let's see, I was going to jump and say Beretta for similar reasons. International
Yeah.
contracts.
But
Just
but
their
you think
large
about it, they
brand.
got the
But FN's is just as
M240.
big. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
They got the 249, the M4 contract. I mean, FN's carrying a lot of that. And Beretta has the M9. I'm done.
Yeah. Well.
well, I say Beretta more like internationally Beretta. I mean, the
Yeah.
company-
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because they're not doing as much here. I mean,
But,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know if those contracts really equal that. So I would ask the people and the folks in the chat also to chime in here and tell us what you think is the biggest in the industry. For sure, some of that money amounts to millions in government contracts. But does it amount to that company making billions at the end of the day?
Oh, well, now, if you're going,
I don't know.
if you're doing just military-industrial complex, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin,
Oh,
these are
for
the guys that make Predator drones and, you know.
Yeah, but I don't consider them
that's
in the
the mega
firearms.
money.
Yeah, I don't consider them the
Yeah.
firearms industry, even though obviously they're making weapons that I wish I had. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
I could use-
they're building A-10 Warthogs. Come on.
Yeah, I could use some of those weapons. I think I got one over here that I can. I don't have one of the weapons, but let me see if I can reach this here for a second. I gotta try to see if my
I
arms.
want a
are-
Vulcan cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
know.
someone 3D printed this for me. Let me see if this can. If you guys could see this here, hold on a sec. Let's see. Can you guys see what this is?
It sees your face. Move your hand.
There you go. Okay, so right there.
Oh, it's was it the
That one's
in-law
great.
Yeah, that's a rocket launcher.
or a javelin?
The javelin, yeah.
Javelin.
So this is the patron saint of the javelin that's been saving the Ukraine's ass right there. Been saving them. I mean, we should all have that. Every American has the right to rock a javelin. I feel like I would need a javelin. That
I
could
could use
Right.
it.
Yeah, there could be a point. But so those guys for sure, I think those guys are definitely making billions, but I don't see them really, like, I don't know. I don't see where they have to fight for the Second Amendment because they're going to be selling stuff to the government anyway. So, and I don't see that they care. I think, and I don't know, there's probably people in the industry that don't care about the Second Amendment as well. I know you guys do, but to me, the industry that I'm considering is the industry that all these infringements on the Second Amendment directly affects.
I'd say ammunition manufacturers more than the gun maker.
Okay.
So many more rounds of ammo are manufactured.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the Freedom Group was big probably until they broke them up. I don't know what their value was, but they were big.
yeah.
There's a company that I'm not going to mention that company, but we'll see, what people say out there. But there's a company that I heard through the grapevine last year made $1 billion in the firearms industry. So Like how many companies?
Well,
like for that.
like sales or profit. I mean, was it really profit $1 billion?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, did they
Right.
actually make $1 billion?
Sales
or...
are one thing. Like I
Yeah.
could say, like for ammo with Barnaul, sales are one thing. Profit
Mm-hmm.
isn't as much. But you're talking pennies on the dollar, or pennies on the
Right.
round. You know.
Yeah.
Or pennies on the
so out to make it.
$1,000.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah. That's the thing, and really the point I'm trying to make with that, the industry, the firearms industry is not as wealthy as people, both inside and outside would make it up to be.
Right.
Facebook has way more money than probably the whole industry.
That's,
Hollywood.
You're probably right. I mean,
Yeah.
Facebook is the tech giant. Facebook has a lot of money at its disposal. It's just like Apple. Apple has an incredible amount of cash reserves.
Yep.
It's a ludicrous amount of money.
Add Amazon to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appalachian Gunrunner says, "Hey y'all, in late sounds great. Shout out to everyone who's in there." Lola says something I don't agree with. She says the government contracts are worth more than the consumer sales any day, Hank. That's what Lola says, and I argue that. I don't agree with that. I think the consumers in the end buy more than the government does. The government buys a set amount of things.
Yeah.
And then people have to keep reusing that where, gun guys, we just keep buying stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the Pentagon budget, I want to say last year was over $1 trillion. That's
Okay.
with a T. That's a lot of M4 carbines, dude.
But it was still, even $1 trillion though for the budget like that, how much was going? You said before Lockheed going to Northrop Grumman. It's not going actually to the firearm side.
Yeah.
They've got the amount that they're buying, but I don't know.
I mean, I argue that all the time, Dave. Like because there's a lot of people in the industry who, when I talk to them, they care more about the government contracts than the stuff they sell to civilians. And I think that's
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not Liberty.
Yeah, it's true though. There's a lot of people that they're all about those government sales, but I think overall, to me, I believe the consumer sales amount to more money. I think the consumers. Let's take for an example something we're all aware of, right? Let's take Glock as a handgun. Obviously, you guys, at High Point, you make guns. But let's take Glock, right? Probably everyone out there in the gun world has a Glock or is into a Glock. There you go.
We got one in there.
Yeah. So who bought more Glocks, the government or the people?
Absolutely, American.
Actually bought the people. Yeah, bought the people.
Yeah.
How many they give away?
Yeah.
That's a different story.
The American people made the Glock family very wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think it's the people. Although, that might be a company that cares more about, and I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying, sometimes there's these companies out there that care more about the military contracts, and you can kind of look at the way they move and, the way they act and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, the military contracts are like NASCAR, and if people if the government buys this gun, they're all going to sell.
Yeah, I would have to cough and say HK.
HK, Colt, lots of people get caught up into that, right?
Yeah. There's a couple floating around here.
Yeah, there's lots of companies. I mean, I've dealt with companies that were more. So there was like one company I was dealing with. I won't say any names, but I remember this company was so caught up in getting a government contract that a guy came along and conned them. Okay, and bamboozled them and got so much money out of them and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, a lot of things fell apart for them after that. Wow. I think they're still out there doing stuff, but they really took a big hit because they went all in for the government contracts, and it's like, okay. I mean, that's a gamble. That's like buying a lottery ticket. I'm not saying it won't happen, but
It kind of is. I mean, that's a good analogy, and you have to, you kind of can't even play in those realms unless you really kind of know somebody. It's one of those, good old boy systems.
Yes,
that really,
who you know, not what you know.
Yeah. Do you have the money to take that general that's making that decision? How many hookers and how much drugs can you buy for him?
I mean, you got to have some deep pockets to play the game.
Yeah. BWE says in the 90s, one of the VPs at Beretta told me they didn't make much on the 92 government contracts, but civilians bought tons of 92s because the government contract, and that's where they made their money. So it's marketing.
Kind of ironic.
Look when SIG dropped the 320, or when they won the 320 contract for the M17, whatever. I remember there somewhere was talking about how they were selling those things to the government for like a fraction of what we buy them for. So it's like, okay, so that fraction, how much actual profit is in that gun? Probably not a whole hell of a lot, but they were probably banking on then everybody else going, oh my god, I gotta have that model now because the government's using it, you know. So I'm sure Beretta was the same outfit.
And that kind of does happen, right? So I guess there is some sense to why they think that's a good thing to do, because it's like the Colt 6920. My friends that served in Desert Storm 2, I don't know about Desert Storm 1, but I know I have friends that served in Desert Storm 2, and they used Colt 6920s, and so that was their thing. And then
had to have.
Yeah, and then they would tell everyone, oh, you got to have a Colt LE 6920 or whatever, you know.
And the rest of us are going, why?
Yeah, why? Like all these ARs are pretty much the same. It's hard to mess up making an AR. Can it be done? Yes. For sure. For sure, you can mess it up. So, yeah, that was, you know, I guess there is something to it. You know, there probably is something to it.
There's some residual money back, you know, off those contracts, but off the fanfare, you know.
Right. Yes, I think so. Hey, I don't like a company poo-pooing my hard-earned money, but I'm just saying. That's from Lola. You know. And Appalachian Gunrunner says Glock gives guns to LEOs practically so they can use them in advertising.
Yeah, I've been that for years.
Yeah. Then Night Train says don't forget movies and popular culture, its impact on gun sales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, you guys got to get, you know, could we get the Army to get into high points, maybe?
You know, we actually, years ago, before I was on there, when they had one of their, like, various failed handgun trials, we did do something with, like, submitting a 45 handgun to their trial. And accuracy-wise, you know, it worked, but capacity, you know, wasn't enough. And
Oh, yeah.
They figured heavier than what they wanted. So
right.
It wasn't going to go anywhere, but, you know.
Yeah. The whole world is...
For a second, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we got like 10 seconds here, then we were taking another break. But yes, the whole world is waiting for higher capacity from High Point. We'll be right back here in a second. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point. Boom, boom. Where did he go? Oh, he's here. There you go. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. We're repping for High Point over here, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And Full Forge Gear, of course, like I was showing you guys. Did we get like a Full Forge Gear discount or something like that? Code for the people? We got to work on that.
Working on that. That's still a work in progress. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make it happen. We're working on it. Let's see. So tell us about this, Dave, since we got you here. This is a gun bag. What's going on here?
Yeah, this is our Cat 1 single pistol case, which it's currently in use at the moment.
That's good.
Inside, inside you got some loops for magazines. The light in there. Plus a little padded divider so you can put the actual gun in there. It's not in there at the moment. That's our, like I said, single pistol case. The one thing I don't have with me is our double pistol case, which obviously is a little bit bigger version.
Yeah.
So you can hold 2 pistols, double divided. Still has the mag loop holders in there. Still has hook and loop for patches. You know, but just solid bags, solid little bags. You know, I think 500 denier, nylon. I'm drawing a blank on some specs at the moment. Go figure.
Yeah. So right now people can buy these online, right? That's the place that folks can go to get these online.
Yeah, honestly, just Google them. We have some buy now links, I believe, on our website, which is fullforgegear.com. But still, you know, you can't miss the cool logo.
There you go.
So it's there.
There you go. Yeah.
Right. Very nice. Yeah, it's like a double F. You know,
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
It's like two opposing Fs. Right. So right here, I actually have the check this out. Boom. I don't even think. Yeah. Can you guys even see this? Look, this is really.
That's what's in the background.
Yeah. That's This right here is holding something. I think. Are we in the Gorn section? I don't know. We probably are. And here we go. I'm gonna open this up. Share this with you. So this is like the full-size rifle case. You could put 2 rifles in here. Oh, I just happen to have something really special in here from Liberty Suppressors right there.
Ooh, look at that.
We're matchy today.
Yeah.
I'm Zuluing too.
Yeah, check it out. You know, this is my KE Arms and Liberty Suppressors build that we've got going on here. So,
Nice gun.
had that in the bag. Oh, do you have one there too? Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
That's the Zulu, right? 5.56.
Yeah. Yes,
The
sir.
Zulu Integral Upper that we've got going on. Yeah. So now, and so if folks are looking to like, to get some good bags and at a more affordable price, I'll try to get this out of the way over there. You guys know where to go. There you go. Dave is showing us in the background. He's got the same bag. Awesome.
Nice.
Very nice. So definitely get up on that. And we are in the Gorn section, so if you guys have some guns, you can show this. David from Liberty, did you get a chance to? Well, you had to shoot this, right?
Yeah, when I was down in Florida last time we played with it, I think it was at your range.
Yeah. This is nice, man. Integrally suppressed, very lightweight, relatively. This gun here. So
well, yours turned out lighter than ours because the way the parts you sourced are different from what we normally build with. So I think yours actually came in a little lighter weight than what most of them come out to.
And I knew I was gonna like this stock, but I like it even more than I thought I was gonna like it. Which is, if that sounds, I don't know how that sounds to people, but I like a fixed stock like this, man. It works to me. If you have the right, if you don't have little tiny dinosaur arms like T-Rex arms.
I've got my stock. Our stock is fully extended all the time.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Because we're shooting a scope on it, so you need the high relief. It just works.
Yeah. And the one thing I don't have here that I noticed you have on yours is you do have a wrap around it. This is going to get hot. So I have a wrap for mine. I don't have it here. Yeah.
Yeah. Without this heat shroud, this is from the boys in Florida at Liberty's Defense. They make these things.
Okay.
Like the most combustible part of it supposedly is the outer sheath, and it's Nomex. The rest of it is fireproof. Yeah.
Wow.
He's got videos on his Instagram where he's taking like a propane torch and just holding the flame to the heat wrap, and then it doesn't smoke or anything. It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you use heat wraps, Dave?
I've not put on anything yet, but I've been messing around. I keep changing up my my MCX, and for that very same reason, I've been thinking about putting something on and around it. But it doesn't get too terribly hot, especially because if you have the K on the end, obviously it's still all out there, not on the handguard too bad. But I keep looking at them. I keep seeing more people doing them, thinking, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. How many? Let me just ask you this, and obviously I'm putting you on the spot. Do you have any Liberty cans? Do you have?
I do not. I only have 2 cans.
Oh,
one of them is a silencer code because there's a sticker on his safe at the top.
Right.
Both of them are silencer code. Yeah.
Oh, both of them. Yeah. So, But
I can tell you what I need. I could use a Liberty to go on my Gen 1 Scorpion. The funky, what was it, like 14 left?
I have that same gen. I have that same gen Scorpion exactly myself. Yeah. Hey, but show us that though. While we're talking about Gorn here, give us a good look at it. Yeah. Something had a Seymour sight on it just now. Someone said.
Yeah, that was the MCX.
Oh, okay.
Scorpion.
Yeah. We actually make a mount that fits that thread.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Oh. If only
I
you
was
knew.
looking to see if I had one in the bin of adapters, but it's not in here.
Yeah.
I have everything else.
Yeah.
Figures.
But like I said, Seymour, I jumped and was checking out, trying to see more.
How do you feel about those? Do you like them?
Right now, I like it. It's pretty damn cool. I mean, I've always been running aim points and Neotex forever, but just that the Seymour's field of view is so much more open. It's cool. I mean, I'll say that I've had to mod it a little bit. I bought like their riser plate to get a little higher, and then I didn't like having the old school clamp screws, so I bought the American Defense quick detach mount, and that thing put it up more your typical lower third co-witness. Not that I have irons on here, but that way I look through it now, it completely looks over the D-ball on it, so it's awesome, man. I really dig it. I kind of got some help from some people online. They were like, "Oh, you went cool with the gun, but went not cool with the Seymour." I thought, why not?
Yeah, whatever works for you, man. That's
Right. Yeah, I mean, look,
that's not
this
other people's
carbine
business.
on here. This is a Vortex. What's this thing called? I don't even remember the name on it now.
There's so many.
Yeah, there are.
It's the Spitfire. It's
okay,
the
Spitfire.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
This thing works beautifully. It's a 3-power scope. Look how tiny that 3-power
It's a
scope
3-power? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've got at least one or two Spitfires. Those are good.
Yeah, my buddy's got the 5X, and it's like, honestly, it might be an eighth of an inch longer, and it's 5-power, and it's got like a bullet drop compensator reticle in it, and it's HD series, so it's super clear. I mean,
can't you?
And they're cheap.
Yeah, I think you could put a magnifier on those too.
I don't know. I haven't tried. I've got some of the 3-power magnifiers that are for the red dots, but I haven't. I've never put one behind this because it has to have eye relief like a scope. You actually focus it and.
Yeah, there's some. I think you can get some magnifiers that have the same height and everything. They could go behind those. Yeah, for sure. I've seen Primary Arms has them. I think Vortex has them too. There's quite a few of those out there.
There's so many. There's so many more options now than a long time ago. Like I mean,
yeah.
I think my first thing I bought was a chop dog. Bought a Aimpoint Comp 2 years ago. That was the first. I bought a Tasco 30mm red dot through on the AR. After I realized that it was cool, went and bought a chunk of change for the Aimpoint, and then I think I bought like a 512 EOTech just to try it because it looked cool. So I started collecting Aimpoints and EOTechs, and this just like the Seymour, it was always a cool sight. Never bought one, but then you got the options of like Primary Arms and Hollow Sun and Vortex making super affordable red dots. It's like,
I mean, Hollow Sun has kicked a lot of butt in the last couple of years.
Oh man, yeah, they have.
I remember when I started doing this, and I met some folks at Hollow Sun, and I looked at their stuff, and it was basically like airsoft stuff to me. But then Hollow Sun just started kicking butt.
Yeah,
really did. And right now, that's what everyone, everyone's trying to get a Hollow Sun at this point.
That's interesting.
I mean, they work.
They're good stuff. They're making good stuff, nowadays, especially, I think. Brian Quick says, Seymour is an OG red dot sight. Dudes commenting online weren't even alive when those came out.
I've often thought that.
Yeah. So
you have to be born when the sight was invented to be able to have a valid comment.
Okay. Yeah, if that's true, I don't think I could comment on anything. I mean, who was around in 1911? Show your hands. Yeah, were you really around in 1911? Shelly Fungus says, Hollow 7 507C with ACSS reticle, my number one dot. Yes, that's, Hollow Sun's doing good stuff, so... And Lola's got a link. Lola's throwing links in there. She's got links for Liberty cans, links for the Barnauls KP15 stock. That's what's on this right here. This is the KP15. I think it's a good. If you want to build a gun, it's a good thing. There's also a link up there for full forge gear. So there you go. Yeah. So who's got some other guns, Dave? You got some. What do you got? Or which one of any one of the Daves?
I said I've got my AK. I keep modernizing. I finally went and threw it.
Someone's photobombing you. Hey, what's up? Yeah, let's put everyone up on the screen here.
Hi. How you doing? He can't hear us.
No, he can't. No, I started modifying. It was my Pioneer.
Oh, that AK looks tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I ran this in Red October last October. And then I'm running it again here, I think this is April, next month, in a Kalashnikon in Missouri. I'm going to run this thing again. So it's just a Pioneer Sporter with AR stock, and then the SLR Works rifle tube and handguard that just, I don't know. I thought I was making it a little too AR-ish, but at the same time, I like it more now, though, too.
Yeah.
So
I like all your guns you're showing, man. Every gun is ready to rock. You got lights on there, optics, everything. I mean,
it's really only like 4 of them are like that. Everything else is just.
I am definitely guilty of everything not being ready to rock. I only have a couple of guns that have like the sling and the light and everything I'm gonna need on it. Everything else gets moved around all the time.
Trust me, I'm in the same boat, man. Like I said, that's why only about 4 of them are set up. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. No, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I have 3.
You have 3 that are ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have something over there, Liberty Dave?
I mean, this gun's zeroed, and I use it regularly. It's a good run rifle. It actually has a sling, like it should.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
But I don't run sights on it because why? I mean, this optic is solid.
Yeah, I mean, and you're an old dude, so.
Okay.
Right, I need the help.
Yeah, you need some magnification. I'm with you, man. I'm old too. I'm 50. I turned 50 this year. So
I'm wearing glasses. I can't see out farther either.
Yeah, thank you. Brian Quick says also today the New York Lieutenant Governor was indicted for bribery, conspiracy. He's resigned. Crazy stuff happening in New York.
I saw that. One. I saw that one.
So that was who. So he's from New York. I saw that it was happening, but I didn't know what state. Yeah. I didn't mention the state in the news article I saw.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Lola's bringing more guns in here. Hold on a second. So, and you dropped the magazine out of that one. That's my ready to rock gun.
Not now.
Yeah, I know. The magazine is out of it. Yeah. So yeah, this is my. This also here, Dave. I think you've seen this. So this is my. This is the gun I keep at the side of the bed. This is the.
Nice.
Is this the Leonidas? Yeah, Leonidas. Yeah. It's got. I gotta check and make sure my light. Let me see. Is my light working? Okay, I gotta put that to charge. My light. But yeah. So this is Kaiser US upper and lower. So that's polymer.
Oh, it's slick.
Yeah, and it's got GunTech stuff on it. All the stuff you see in red here is from GunTech. And yeah, I've got a heat wrap on there. What is this heat wrap actually? That's a good question. I can't even remember where this heat wrap came from. Huh. Okay, someone made a heat wrap and didn't put on there who it is, which is weird. But yeah, so I gotta, definitely put your branding on your stuff when you make it. So when people are showing it off on the internet, they can quickly recognize. Got a sling, and this is a Savvy Sniper sling that I got on this one.
Those are great slings.
Yeah, so this is my ready to go. Integrally suppressed 300 blackout for you.
I'll throw it out and ask. How's that OLight work out for you?
This one, I like OLight. This one's been fine on here. Obviously, right now that it's that it doesn't look like the battery needs charging. It's easy enough though to take it and put it to charge. So that's the thing that I like about it. I know folks have had problems with OLights. I think some stuff has either blown up or come close to blowing up. I have not seen that, and I don't have it in my pocket, but I have an OLight that I got 5 years ago that I always carry in my pocket. I've had no problems with it, and it's convenient to just use that magnet thing. This is from the light switch, but it works like magnets and stuff like that. It just magnetizes to it, and there's a USB thing for that, and you can magnetize it in the house, in the car, or whatever, and charge it up. So I like them. They're affordable. You can get a bunch of different lights from them. I like them because also before they got really popular, I discovered OLight, and then they were really easy to do affiliate stuff with, and we like them. But I think now they're just kind of oversaturated. They'll put out a light now, and then 2 weeks from now there's a upgrade, a different light out. Geez. So I think it's they're getting a little crazy. They got to slow it down a little bit, but
I just kind of wondered how they really worded, because I feel like the whole it being a bomb and blowing up and melting in your pocket and whatever. I just kind of wonder how much that is already new internet urban myths.
I think that kind of stuff can happen with anything, right? We've seen that with phones and all that. What do you have there, Dave?
This is a Phoenix LD22, and Phoenix lights are really rugged, but this switch see how the tail cap is cut out so you can press the button. At times I can sit down just right and turn the light on, and if it's on high, this thing will get smoking hot in your pocket. It's got 2 AA batteries. I like it because it runs AA. It's my kind of like it's my pocket light I carry everywhere, so I have a flashlight. But I've never had one melt. But man, they'll get hot enough that you can't handle it. Like you have to lay it down, let it coat.
Yeah,
it gets crazy hot.
I think I think the danger. 42 Chill says many lithium-ion batteries made in China. I think that's the dark side of the whole lithium-ion thing. But you know, you get some convenience over here. You pay for it over there. Yeah.
How about Energizer Alkaline?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I think it's kind of the thing you have to balance out, right?
Right.
You know, if you want these really bright, high LED lights and all that kind of stuff that you could recharge, you run this risk. But how many things are we rocking that have, right now sitting under me, there's 600 amp hours of lithium batteries.
Woo! Yeah.
Right?
That's true. That's what the backup power in that camper is, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Lola has a Tesla Model Y. That's a lot of batteries. Your phones. Yeah, phones.
Dude, that's
are a lot
all
of
the batteries.
Yeah, we're putting this out over computers. Those have got batteries. You know, all these things do have an inherent danger, and you have to be aware of that. So, I think it's just one of these things. We had print, shoot, repeat. Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah.
They sell the 3D printers already programmed?
No, print, shoot, repeat is the guy who wears the mask. He wears the mask and big glasses. He does a lot of 3D printed stuff. Really nice guy. He was on the podcast. And
I seen the thumbnail. It looks like he's wearing a motorcycle helmet.
Yes, that was print, shoot, repeat. And he said he was talking about Olights that, when that stuff came out that they blew up, that he torture tested one through it against stuff and all that to see if it would explode and blow up. Can it happen? Yes, it can happen with anything. So
I say have anything. I mean,
yeah.
Because didn't Samsung have a bad run for one of their Note series phones that were blowing up into the airports all?
Yeah, they banned them
years ago.
Samsung,
I mean,
Samsung.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking a Samsung. Didn't scare me, but yeah, I mean,
right.
Yeah, like I said, it can happen to anything.
Yes,
that's
absolutely. Right. Shelly Fungus says, what range do you get on the Tesla Y full charge? Cool looking car. We have the long range, so it gets close to 300 miles.
Wow.
On one charge, yeah. Man. So Lola loves it.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the official rating.
She's driving around Gainesville all week and not have to charge it.
Yeah. Oh man, everything's falling down here. Yes, the official. This is funny. If you guys could actually see how everything is sitting precariously right now in this
stacked up balancing act.
Yeah, in this setup that I have. Yeah, so she uses it to get around Gainesville. What Lola will do is we've got a charging stuff here at the house. So typically with Arms List, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors. So when you're in the market, please consider Arms List. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Arms List. Doing this. Oh, this is for when we come back. Boom, there you go. There you go. He's showing off. Every time we go to a break, he's showing off something.
But you see, it's got the logo on it, like you said.
Very nice. Very nice.
And the manufacturer is Armageddon Gear. And you notice they marked it too.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think mine is Cole Tactical or something like that, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Coltac makes good stuff. We use some of their stuff.
Yeah, I've got stuff from Coltac, but I can't remember whether this one is a Coltac or not, but Coltac does do good stuff. Let me see if I could actually show you guys. Let me see if I could do this here. If I could go to another. Okay, boom. There you go. So what you guys are seeing here, this is me sitting down here. This is where I'm seeing the chat. That's the chat going. This is a Zargos box that I have with all. There's the computer that we're doing this on. And switching gear. There's the camera. You guys were asking before about the camera. That is a Canon M50, and it connects through USB to this. There's my I'm like doubling my screen over there. There's the microphone.
Okay.
Here's the
there's your
van.
boom mic.
There's there you go. There's the van that I'm in right there. If you guys want to
Dude,
check
that van's nicer than some of my house.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
and there's me sitting on the van, got guns over here, guns everywhere.
That's awesome.
So yeah, if let's see, let's go back here. I can show you guys a picture of what this van looks like. Like I said, it's a loaner, and I got it because my van, which is a Ford Transit, is actually in the shop. The guys, they're looking. I did some modifications and all that, so they're looking over all that stuff and making sure everything's working properly. But since I do videos with those guys, they were nice enough to loan this van to me.
Oh, a Mercedes.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Dang.
this is a Mercedes Sprinter 177 extended, so the biggest van that you could get. And that's what it looks like on the outside. Very nice.
Wow.
So I was going to guess that you were in a Sprinter, but I thought your main vehicle was a Sprinter too. I was assuming.
No, my main is a Transit. It's a Ford Transit van.
Ford's version of it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's pretty. I like it. It's pretty nice, and and then my everyday car my everyday driver. If I'm gonna keep flossing on everyone,
There you go.
that's my,
Flex on the
nice.
R8.
that's my everyday driver there. Let's see. I think I got another picture here from. That was actually in the shop for a little while because mice chewed up one of my brake light wires. So I just got
Really?
Are you
it.
serious?
Yeah. So I just got it back from the shop. So there you go. Because I'm real ghetto. I park my R8 out in the because I don't have a garage. This is well, I don't know. I guess we could say countrified right now. This is how country I am. Yeah.
Well, if we're flexing, this is my daily driver.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I've seen this, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
And that's it after I washed it. But yeah.
That is a Ram
I'm gonna
what?
fill that tank.
Is that- that's-
I did today, and it was way over $100.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's got the 5.9 liter Cummins 24 valve. It's
Diesel.
6-speed. Yeah, NV was it NV 5600 6-speed or 6500 6-speed? The new Venture 6-speed. It's you got 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the tow package with the B&W hitch in the bed, all that stuff. It's got all them bells and whistles.
Are you so you have a camper or something?
Yeah, I have
okay.
two. One, the first one I bought is a bumper pull that weighs 11,500 pounds.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it took here. I got a picture of
Yeah,
it.
like how
I had
many
a Ford
suppressors
F-350.
are getting towed on?
Huh?
How many suppressors are going with you?
All of them.
All of them.
all of the cans.
I got a
all of the
picture
cans.
of the truck and camper combination hooked together. Here it
Yeah.
is. The original truck I had was an F350 single wheel, and there it is hooked to the camper. And the truck was 26 feet from bumper to bumper, and the camper was 34 feet bumper to bumper. So the system was 60 feet long.
Wow.
Good God.
Yeah.
That's
But
pretty
that
cool.
camper weighs 11.5. The new one is fiberglass and aluminum, and that only weighs like 7,500 pounds. It's way lighter, but
Yeah.
I got the 3/4 ton truck to tow it with.
No,
That's
very
why
cool.
I wanted the diesel and the manual transmission.
Okay. Yeah, someone says I should twin turbo the R8. I've thought about twin turbo.
Absolutely should twin turbo the R8.
Yeah, I'm tempted. I think the supercharger is like 35 grand. So
Oh my God.
I'm gonna need to pay. I'm gonna need to pay that off first.
Call like Holly Performance or somebody. I guarantee you they can get one on it, or two, or maybe four.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty scary now. It's actually tuned. Mine is tuned up to be so the R8 and Huracans are sisters, and so basically, the R8, the V10 engine in the R8 is what's in a Huracan.
So you got the Lambo engine in your Audi.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically the skin of it is an Audi, but you can get that crazy Lambo body if you want. But mine is tuned up. Like the company I got it from, they tune R8s and Lamborghinis and stuff like that, and it's tuned to that crazy like Lamborghini level, and it scares the crap out of me. And I like driving fast, so I put it when I turn it on, it gets scary, and. Then I was telling Lola that, you know, when I took it to the shop, I was telling the guy that was working on it, I was like, yeah, this thing's scary. And he's just looking at me like, whatever, dude. Everyone thinks that, you know, their car is scary. So I was like, okay, why don't you take it for a spin around the block? So the next time I saw him, he was like, you know what? That thing is scary. I put it on. He was like, I've never seen an R8 this, like, act like this.
There's what the wife bought. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, wait, is that a
The Challenger RT?
That's the RT,
Nice.
Very nice. That's with the shaker, that's a shaker hood, right?
Yeah, it's a 5.7 liter Hemi with the 6-speed manual.
Very nice.
Yeah, she has successfully gotten 5 or 6 of them stupid speeding camera tickets with it in the last 2 months.
There's this thing, there's 2 things. One, get a radar, get like a passport radars or escort. I like escort. I think it's the same thing.
She needs it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna tell her to call you. She needs some.
Yeah, I was looking at Nut and Fancy. Nut and Fancy. Did you know Nut and Fancy? You guys ever heard of Nut and Fancy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The 45-minute videos on a review.
Yeah, that's my exactly. That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. So anyway. Nut and Fancy, he's into speed also, but I think, what does he have, like a 300Z? Or no, I think he has a Nissan GTR now. Someone out there is going to someone's going to correct
a Skyline? He got a Skyline?
No, you know the new Nissan GTR?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think
like
that's
a
what he...
350Z or a GTR?
I think he had a 350. Yeah, I think he had a 350Z, but then he upgraded to the Nissan GTR as a monster, man. They call it Godzilla. Wow. I think that's what he updated to, but he and he also has like vans. He has those you know those white vans. Like he actually will like I forgot what was it? What are those old school like from the 80s and 90s like Astro vans?
Like the conversion vans?
Yeah, I've seen him do videos with that. Like he'll just not even a conversion van. He'll just buy those vans and then he'll outfit it inside so that he could camp out in it. But it looks
like an Econoline or something.
Yeah, but it looks very low key from the outside. You swear that's like the FBI or something.
The old fleet side vans don't have windows.
Yeah, I was thinking fleet vans. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But Shelly Fungus says he blew up his 350. He drives a Vet now. Oh. Does he have? I wonder if he has.
Apparently, them 45-minute long form videos are paying well.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, wasn't Nothing Fancy in the Air Force? Wasn't he like flying planes or something?
I don't remember.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I think that's what he was doing. Those pilot dudes gotta go. I was never a pilot, but I like going fast. So, but Lola didn't believe me. She thinks her Tesla Model Y is fast because it's like twin motors, all-wheel drives, and all-wheel drive. So I took her for a drive in the R8, and I put on I turned on the tune, and she was like, "Yeah, just shut that thing off."
That crap's nasty. Turn that off.
Yeah. Shelly Fungus says yes. 135. Shelly, he was a refueling pilot. Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. He's got a need for speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you guys like that, or is it just me? Like, you guys into driving fast? I know.
Yeah. But I drive a 3/4 ton Dodge pickup, so I don't go very fast.
It's like a Toyota FJ. I mean.
Right.
I have all the torque, but none of the
speed. Go fast, and I watch the gas. Just
right. You can burn a lot of tires in those. You can burn a lot of.
Dude,
I had a Ram Rebel.
Dude, Yeah, you had a nice Ram.
Yeah.
I can roll coal, as they say. It's got the little tuner module on it, and my cousins down in Ider, they're all big diesel boys because they're all farmers, so they all have the Chevrolet diesels, whatever they call that one, and they tune them up and stuff because they're farmers.
With your accent, I would have sworn you came from like the city, I would have said. No, I'm just kidding.
But literally, they played with it, man. And you turn that thing up to 5, and it's nothing but a belching smokestack. It's all it does is just belch smoke the whole time you're driving.
Diesels. Yeah, diesels are all low end torque. So
So,
yeah.
but
What
yeah,
about you,
that's-
Dave? Like High Point Dave? Are you into? I know you got like young kids now, but
Yeah, the wife's got a sedan and I've got the FJ, so it's nothing super fast and
Okay.
fancy. But they'll both shit and get well enough.
no, FJ's a
Uh-huh.
badass, man. My brother has a FJ.
FJs
I love
are
my FJ.
sweet.
Yeah, FJ's a really cool.
The only when you guys are
Uh-huh.
pulling up pictures, the only I've got was
Yeah, let's see a picture. What color is your FJ?
just the silver, stock silver. But I just
Okay.
tinted the front windows darker.
What? Okay.
Like black spray paint from the picture.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, solid. That's
It
double
looks like it's
limo.
outside, but I mean, it's just enough when you're inside because nobody can see it. It's
Yeah,
cool,
that's
I like
double lip. Listen, FJs are really cool, and FJs are fetching a lot of money now because Toyota
Yeah.
obviously stopped making them.
Oh, they
it.
did.
So-
14 was the last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
7 to 14 is all they made them.
There's some FJs that are going for 50 grand, and they're used.
Oh, I
they're
believe
all
it.
used.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah. Is your FJ a stick or automatic?
No, automatic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother is like a diehard FJ guy, and I mean Toyota's makes, I think, no disrespect to the American pickup
They
trucks
make a great vehicle.
and off-roaders, but Toyota is kicking all the asses.
Well, I'll just tell you,
Mm-hmm.
we were in Costa Rica back in February.
Mm-hmm.
And in Costa Rica, you can have vehicles there that you can't have in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I would pick is the Toyota Hilux.
Oh, the
Diesel
Hilux.
with
Oh,
the
yeah,
manual.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Manual
Those are
diesel Hilux sounds like a Kubota tractor sitting at the red light.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
Did
those
you-
are
will
Sweet.
run forever.
Did you ever see Top Gear where they torture tested the living bejeebus out of a Hilux?
They couldn't kill it.
No, they could not kill it. They dropped it off a building. They blew the building up. They threw it in the ocean.
And it still cranked and run.
Yeah, it still ran. And for anyone out there who's a fan of like old Top Gear, BBC Top Gear, if you look at it, in a lot of the shows, they have that, there's a red Hilux that they have on a plinth, and it's all smashed up. They try to kill that car. They try to kill it, that truck, and they could not
They
kill it.
couldn't
Awesome.
do it.
Yeah, Toyota makes great trucks, man. I had a 4Runner, which was awesome. The Tundra is great. The Toyota, I think the top 3 resale, so far as like 4x4s and trucks, in America is number 1 is the Tacoma, number 2 is the Tundra, and number 3 is the 4Runner.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah, you
FJs,
can
the FJs, you just can't get them. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
People will buy that FJ off of you if you don't want it.
I love it too much. I'm gonna drive it till I run into the ground, man.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that. I don't think.
Well, you
Right.
you could sell it and go buy an R8, which has a Lambo motor.
No,
I have 2 kids, one in a car seat. That's not gonna work out.
yeah, the Lambo, the Huracan, all those Lamborghinis have Audi motors in them, really. So
That's interesting.
definitely the Huracan
nuts.
has the Audi, the Audi V10 in it. Yeah,
That's funny, actually.
it's all part of the Volkswagen group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I think Volkswagen is Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, Bentley, I think,
Lamborghini.
and Lamborghini. Yeah. So
Okay.
and they had Bugatti, but they just traded. They actually did like a barter thing with a company called Rimac that's in Croatia. That's making
Yep,
electric
heard of that.
cars. Yeah, they make
Yeah.
some really like
It's an
they make
electric supercar.
yeah, a hypercar, like beyond anything out there. I think the Rimac is something like maybe $2 or $3 million, but
Wow.
it's a young kid running that company, and they've invented so much stuff for electric cars that Porsche, which controls a lot of Volkswagen Group, wanted to buy into this technology. So for 50% stake in the company Rimac, they gave them Bugatti.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Bugatti Veyron blueprint.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be epic.
Yeah, I mean, I like a Bugatti. I like a Bugatti.
I'll tell you though, if there's any Audi I could pick, it would be the A8.
the A8.
That sedan, the A8 is sweet.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
just
like
be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like a Maybach or something like that, like a big limo
Yeah.
kind of
They're
thing. Yeah,
nice
they have a lot of
cars, dude.
Yeah. So if you weren't a family man driving around, like, I know you said you had an FJ, but I'm pretty sure you're really driving around like a minivan.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Good God,
Yeah.
no, sir.
High Point Dave's driving the Ford Astro van.
Yeah. Nope. My wife's in the background shaking her head, going, "No."
Yeah. So what would you guys? I know this is completely off topic, but I think it's fun. If money was not an object, right, and the wife, like, you know, wife and family, if you could get a car for you to drive, you know, like, you know, connect with yourself, you know, what would you guys get? Let's start with Dave from High Point.
I mean, the first thing I'd say, I always had a love affair for the Lamborghini, but honestly, I keep things a little more practical. This is so practical, though. The Mercedes 6x6. That truck.
Yes,
that
I know what
just
you're talking about. Yeah.
Cool. It's just cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I see. Yeah, that's like you're talking like Abu Dhabi money right there.
Absolutely.
The Mercedes. I don't think have I ever seen one of those on the. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen one of those in America. Maybe Hennessy. Do you guys know? Does anyone here know the Hennessy company that like tunes cars?
He makes what's that piss that
Oh yeah.
that car he made was the Venom? No, what was it called? It was
They've always they did the Hennessy Viper.
But he built his own supercar and he put a Chevrolet V8 in it, and it was like 1,200 horsepower, some kind of ludicrous amount of horsepower.
I'm trying to. Let me see. I mean, Hennessy's done a lot of stuff, and by the way, Hennessy's a gun guy.
Oh, is he?
The guy that runs that company is a gun guy. I look at those videos, and I get, oh yeah, he's a gun guy. Just like there's a guy who does a lot, like he buys electric cars and takes them apart. Sandy Monroe. I don't know if anyone's seen that. He's got
he's the one that dismantled the Tesla battery and showed it was like 20 million AA batteries.
Yeah, that guy is a gun guy also. Check this out. I know I'm outing him, but he's definitely a gun guy. Look at that. That's what Dave is getting.
Yeah, that's badass.
Just imagine this with a big High Point, you know,
Absolutely.
High Point logo right up on there. You know,
throw on the door. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you can rationalize that to the CEO as like company.
Yeah, right.
I've only seen one of them other than this picture, and that was that bad Bilzerian guy had one. Remember?
Oh, Bilzerian! Oh my gosh!
Okay, go figure he would.
I'm not even surprised. But that is okay. Good one. That's a good one, Dave. Okay, so Dave of Liberty, what would yours be, man?
Mine is a much older car. It'd be one of two, and it's a toss up. It'd be either like a 69 or Chevy or 69 or 70 Hemi Cuda manual with the 426 Hemi in it, or it would be like a 1965 or 66 Ford AC Cobra.
Oh, the AC Cobra. Interesting. Okay.
That'd be if money was no object, that'd be what it'd be.
What color?
I like those.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to pull up a video here, or a picture so I could show people. Let's see. This looks like a good one here. You're talking about something like that, right?
Yes, that with a 426 in it would be. I'd drive that as my daily driver.
Yeah,
that's hot.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes like a really, really good sound.
Oh yeah, you know it does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had a Scat Pack. I had a Scat Pack Challenger.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's the 392.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC. Oh, here we go. Something from Dave.
Oh.
What is that, Dave? What is that? We didn't even see it properly.
Come on.
This is the Vector 22 suppressor, modular design deal. Simple dismantle. 3/8 ratchet fits the front cap. It comes with a little tool to hold on to the rear, but once you break it loose, the rear cap shouldn't be so tight you can't. Yeah, see, I can turn it by hand. This front seats against this and locks it in the tube. So
Yeah.
this doesn't have to be super tight.
Yeah,
But
I'm
we
pretty-
send it with a little tool to kind of hold on to it so you don't
Yeah.
chew it up with pliers and stuff. But yeah, once you seat the baffle stack and tighten it, this won't break loose.
Yeah, I have one of those. Very nice.
Yeah.
So, but you have a new 22 can that's out now, right? Or it's kind of
Yeah,
soft launching.
that's the regulator TI. It's got a titanium core.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did one for a customer, and as a one-off project, we went ahead and made us one while we was at it. And hey, I think he was in the chat earlier, but
Okay.
yeah, less than 4 ounces, 3.8, I think, 3.7. Let me see. I got a picture here. It shows the scale measurement of what it weighed. It was ludicrous.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the end of the
I wanna see like an integrally suppressed high point carbine. By the way, that's my dream.
3.8 ounces.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow.
It's ludicrously light.
That's a dream project that I think that I need to figure out how to get Liberty and High Point to make an integrally suppressed carbine. I don't know how difficult that's going to be, but you know.
Hey Dave.
I mean, anything's doable.
Dave, is the carbine blowback?
Yes.
Then we can do it.
Oh! Then it must be done. It must be done.
That means nothing on the end of the barrel is required to be there.
Right.
So we can put a silencer in place of all of that
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
in the front.
Can you imagine if we do that?
that'd be
Like,
cool.
yeah, put some kind of kit around it or something, or 3D print something to go around it.
That would be slick.
Okay,
That'd
I
be
think
really
I
slick.
think I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna. I don't know where Walter is. We were gonna get Walter coming in. He might have got caught up in something and might not be able to make it. But he came across this car the other day. Lola says you heard it here first. So there you go. Walter came across this car that I used to own one, the Isuzu V-Across. Have you guys ever seen that?
Yes, I have seen guys four-wheeling those things.
Yeah. Oh, I love this car.
Really short wheelbase.
Yeah, I love this
Yeah.
car. Look, that's the back of it. Mine was white. I had the Iron Man edition. For the Iron Man, like decathlon, tricathlon.
I love how they put the spare tire inside the car so
Yeah.
you can't steal it.
Yeah. I had one of those cars. I loved it, man. And I mean, I had like completely redone the, like, had the new transmission, new engine, everything in that car. And Lola has like a policy that I'm not allowed to have more than 2 cars because I get crazy, she says. So she sold it, but I miss it all the time. That was fun. 4x4. It's so weird. Like Isuzu doesn't even sell cars here anymore. I think they do trucks. But
Yeah, Ford
Yeah,
does
so
all their small vehicle stuff with them.
Yeah.
Don't they?
is it? Yeah. Wait. Hold on a second.
No, Ford does Mazda.
No,
Yeah,
Chevy.
Mazda's, yeah.
Chevy.
Chevrolet does.
Chevy, because the diesel engine in a Chevy is an Isuzu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an Isuzu
some
design.
Some guy works at
Huh.
the plant that makes those engines.
Yes. I think Isuzu makes really good diesel engines. You see a lot of them.
They make those big trucks that they drive in like India and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, the Earth. And if you ever see the Earth Roamers, a lot of them are Isuzus.
Mhm.
Really?
The ones
Yeah.
that ain't Caterpillar or whatever.
Yeah, I
they're
think it's-
Isuzu or Mitsubishi.
Yeah, either Mitsubishi or Isuzu. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Lola was asking me about there was a truck that Walter's buying from England, but I can't remember the name of it right now. I have to see if I could pick that up. So
England. They make a truck.
there's a there's a
Yeah,
pickup
thinking
truck.
Ford. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Built the Ranger.
yeah. I don't know where Walter should be here right now. Where are you, Walter? No,
Save me, Walter.
he put money down on this thing. Now I'm trying to see because he sent me. Oh, hold on. I think I could find it. Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
Is it like a Vauxhall or something?
No, it's the Grenadier. The Ineos Grenadier. Hold on, I'm gonna find pictures for you. It's the Ineos
I've never heard of
Grenadier. Ineos. I mean, not that there's. I mean, I think America's got a lot of badass trucks, but okay. Walter's planning on getting this Ineos Grenadier, and I was looking at some videos of it recently. So let's see. Here we go. This is what it looks like here. So it looks like the old Land Rovers that Land Rover used to make, but doesn't make anymore.
Looks surprisingly like the Mercedes, what they call it, the G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon, yeah.
It does.
Looks good.
These are, they look cool. They look cool. I mean, when he gets it, I'm going to definitely drive it.
What I don't understand is where's he going to buy parts for it?
I don't
Right?
know. Walter's going to have to start, he's going to have to be a dealer for that thing. He's going to have to be shipping, he's always in England though, so you know, he can always get like, it looks like a Land Rover, and I think that Land Rover even tried to sue them for that, but they can't, you know, I mean, I guess the patent is off of that thing, so.
Yeah, if you don't keep that crap up, I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see here. What other we got? Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? We're all ham. So Dave from High Point, are you actually like a ham radio guy? You've got the ham radio thing. Oh, you just got the radios.
Just got the radios. Start tinkering around with it. Now that's as far as I went.
So what's your radio that you have?
Just rocking the inexpensive Baofangs.
Okay, is that a UV5R or something, or?
UV5R. Yep.
Okay, very cool. Why did you get into it? Why'd you know?
I don't know. I just started thinking it wouldn't be a bad idea to have something other than the bloody cell phone all the time as a comm system. And just started reading reviews and watching videos and guys using these things and talking about how, for the money, how well functional they are. I mean, obviously it's not the best thing in the world, but you know, it'll still do a lot. And so a couple of the buddies, they got into it as well too. So it's kind of started us getting a little bit of a rabbit hole of getting into this stuff. So might go the actual ham radio route just because I know these things can, they work well. I mean,
absolutely. I mean, and I think that there's people in the Ukraine. We've seen lots of pictures from the Ukraine of, well, actually even the Russians are using them as well as Ukrainians.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're cheap. I mean,
they are. Yeah, you could probably get like 4 for $100 on Amazon if with a good sale going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I hear people using them, but yes, you know, you should definitely get that ham radio operator's license. It's really not that. If I could get it,
it's shockingly easy to pass the test.
Yeah.
So that kind of actually surprised me. I figured it'd be a more difficult thing.
No, it's not super difficult. I studied for 2 weeks before, and actually Lola and I both took that test, and but we studied for 2 weeks. We didn't even get a book. You could do it from your phone or from your computer. You could take the practice test. Yeah, and then there's some good videos. I actually have, I think, Lola will tell me if this is wrong or not, but I think I have one of the ham radio guys that I met that has a YouTube ham radio channel coming on temporarily offline. I think he's coming on tomorrow. But Ham Radio 2.0, I met him. I met Ham Radio Crash Course and some other guys out there. And there's quite a few gun guys out there that are ham licensed, like our friend here, Dave from Liberty. How long have you been in ham radio, Dave?
I got my technician ticket in 2002.
Okay.
And I got my extra class I think in 03. But I got my vanity call in like 05. So that's when my renewals are. So, you know, mine will renew in 25.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. What's your call sign?
I am Whiskey Kilo 4 Delta Sierra, WK4DS.
Okay, very cool. I am KO4WQS, so Kilo Oscar 4. What is it? What did I say? KO4WQS. So Whiskey Quebec Sierra. I'm not good. I'm not good enough on the, the phonetic
you get used
alphabet.
to it.
Yeah, yes, but so that's what my thing is. And then Dave from High Point, he just chunks in to test this stuff. He's one of those. He's one of those guys that's always chunking. Like, let me see if I can, Let me see if I can hear. But you know what? It's a really good thing. I mean, even like it's good for emergencies here in Florida. You know, we have hurricanes and stuff like that, and phones can go down if you lose power. But Florida has something called SARNet, and SARNet is a system of repeaters that you can actually connect to from about 20 miles outside of Florida in Georgia, and it goes all the way down to the Keys.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you think about that, now it's for emergency purposes, but if you are a ham license, you can actually get on there and use it. And pretty much wherever you are in Florida, and there's even a day, I think it's Wednesday, which tomorrow, like around 1 p.m. if anyone's in Florida and they're into ham radio, you can actually hear everyone on SARnet at 1 o'clock. They do a check-in with all the different counties for the emergency operations, and you hear all the different counties throughout Florida checking in on that. It's really cool. So
That's pretty slick.
yeah. Why did you get into this, Dave Saylors?
Dude, I took electronics in trade school back in the 80s, and I was mystified by it then. And me and my buddy in trade school, Walther Arms, we kicked around the idea, and through the 90s, we played with CB radios and done all sorts of junk with them. And we finally, when we got to the 2000s, we were working together. And we just sat down one day and was like, dude, let's just get the books. Let's figure out how to do this. And like you said, it was surprisingly easy to get our ticket. I mean, dude, Teresa got hers. She knows jack squat about ham radio, and she's got her technician ticket.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the picture of Sierra.
Yeah. It's a good thing to do. I mean, communications go down. There's ways you can even communicate with people around the country if you do the right thing. There's repeaters you can, depending on what you do, you can actually go international. Oh, wow. She was young right there, Sierra.
Wow.
She was 10, and she got her technician ticket.
Oh, wow.
That's the VE team that examined her.
Yeah. But, Sierra comes from a line of nerds.
But she wanted to get her license before she turned 11. She did it about a week before her birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell people about you and like Bitcoin or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. One day I was talking to Dave, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just minting some Bitcoin right now."
Well, if Ethereum and Ravencoin, but
oh, okay, yeah.
I am mining some crypto.
Yeah, I was like, "What?" Dave is a full blown nerd.
Dude, you should have seen my office about a month ago or 2 months ago. It was ludicrous. Them things were everywhere in here. It was like 88 degrees in here in the winter. I'd open the door to my office, and it'd be like 22 outside, and it would still be like 75 in here.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. So what's the thing with the Raven coin? What's up with that?
It's a pet coin of mine.
Okay.
I like the project. If you study about they call it their white paper, and what it is, it's the basis for creating the currency, and it's named after a part of the Game of Thrones movie. The guys that invented it are big Game of Thrones nerds. That's why it's called Raven Coin.
Okay.
But it's kind of a gamer crypto. And it's real popular with the miners because it's a proof of work coin. So it hangs around in the top 10 or 20 coins to mine. But if you look at it on like Coin Market Cap, it'll typically be somewhere around 80th or 90th in their ranking. Okay. But it holds itself in the price index really well. It's normally worth about a nickel a piece. So I can mine quite a few of them, so I can get volume of those over Ethereum.
That's not bad. Yeah. I mean, so right down below, you guys will see TUSC Firearms Crypto, and we've had Rob McNeely from TUSC on, and they sponsor the podcast. They actually pay me in TUSC, and I have quite a lot of TUSC, and that's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny.
Yeah, you can get millions of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some of that Shiba Inu last summer, and I think I mined it, so I mined like $58, and it was like 10.2 million of them.
Oh wow!
So I stuck it in a Ledger wallet and forgot about it.
Yeah.
So it's went up. It's went up to like $260 or something now. So
wow!
It's quadruples. I can't complain.
Yeah, crypto. I think so. One of the reasons I don't know a lot about crypto, but I do have people come on to talk about it. But I got into it because of what we were talking about in the beginning here. I think for the industry, for like, I'm on both sides of the industry, right? Like on the consumer side and on the industry side because I'm a content creator. But I think for all of us, I think for the consumers, for the industry, for everyone participating in this, we're getting closer and closer to the fact that we're going to have something like this because they're always looking for ways to shut us down. And one of those is finances. Like they can cut credit cards. PayPal banned me for life because I'm a gun guy. And
we can't use PayPal. We had to find. It was hard to find a merchant provider, credit card merchant company that would handle firearms transactions. We had to look long and hard to find one that was firearm friendly. We finally did. There's a few out there. Yeah. But they're not the big ones. Like we wanted to use a really popular one. Like you can't use the QuickBooks. They have a merchant system that's attached to QuickBooks. Makes transactioning super simple. They don't support firearms.
Yeah.
So you can't link their merchant system to your books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, PayPal banned me because there was a company that makes Kydex holsters that was sponsoring the show here, and they paid me through PayPal, and PayPal was like, nope, that's it. You're banned for life.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That was all it took. And we verified that because Lola signed up for PayPal, and they let her sign up and everything and verified her. And then when she tried to take a payment from those guys, they banned her for life. So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that going on. Go ahead.
I mean, kind of for the better, because now you're not supporting that ethos.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
yeah. True. We've got to develop our own systems. That kind of goes back to like how we were all talking about Twitter in the beginning of this. We need to come up with our own systems and things that we can use,
I got it. The Hank token.
Right. Seriously, that's what TUSC is the thing for that. That's what I think, man. The TUSC guys, they don't want people to like buy TUSC and hold on to it. They want people to use it to buy and sell things, right? Not just guns, but whatever is legal for people to be able to get out there and be able to do things and not be blocked for it. And that's why like I'm a big supporter of it. And they're trying to be a crypto replacement, I think, for PayPal. PayPal's getting into crypto as well as a lot of these other companies out there getting into it. So, but we need something where they can't shut us down. And we can do commerce with each other as long as we're doing what's legal. Obviously the Second Amendment should give us that right. But then there's people out there that still following a lot of the rules, which I think we all agree are infringements, and these guys are still shutting people down. So I think we're going to see a day where we need something. It doesn't necessarily have to be TUSC, in my opinion, but we need to think like we're not going to be on social media. Those guys, this is how they're going to get rid of us. Everything that happens is blamed on us. Like this thing in New York City, that's our fault, even though we don't do those kinds of things. We're all,
it's funny you say that, like the social media, like they kill us off that. I feel like some of our stuff in the industry is going to keep going backwards. Like, you're doing the same thing I'm doing with some of the stuff is doing more email stuff than direct social media. Why? Because email can still get to everybody. Granted, they got to come to you first to get signed up, but email is becoming a more popular thing again. At the same time, everyone keeps saying print media is going to die. Yeah, well, if they keep cutting us off from being online, print media is not going to die.
Right,
print
I agree.
The only thing left. I mean,
I agree with you.
We're the one industry that keeps going backwards almost because we have to, not because we want to.
Yeah, is someone trying to show us his gun?
Is that your gun?
It's a sword.
It's a bow staff.
Yeah.
About to get whacked in the head, probably.
Check your neck. Death blow right there. He delivered the death blow to you. Yeah, listen.
20 seconds, Hank.
Oh yes, we're gonna be taking a hit here in a sec. Well, not really a hit. We're gonna take a break here in a second. So we will be right back right after this. We're going to continue this conversation when we get back here. The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought Dave didn't have anything. I was waiting. Yeah, Dave, what happened? Yeah, Dave, hello. Yeah. I
was all enthralled with that announcement.
Yeah, 2A Commerce. Yeah, they actually redid our website. So if you take a look at our website, it was built by 2A Commerce. So
awesome.
And they built it. We can actually add things and all that ourselves through WordPress, but they're the ones who put everything together for us. So, yeah. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. I can always help connect you guys to the folks at 2A Commerce. Armament and Axes had a question here. He says, "What's his question? Where is it?" So I think he says, "Oh, does crypto like TUSC get percentage of money exchange?" Yes.
Well, they'll have to have a network fee to process the transaction. I mean, there's a fixed cost with that.
Right.
Any crypto will have what they nickname it a gas fee. It's like you have to buy gas for your car to be able to go somewhere. You have to have gas to drive the transactions onto the network. So, I mean, there's no avoiding that, no matter what type of consensus mechanism. I think TUSC actually uses proof of stake. Because I looked at it after me and you talked last time, because I'm a miner, so I wanted it to be proof of work, because I was going to immediately start mining it. But I think it's proof of stake, so I can't mine it. You can only buy it and then stake coins to be to what they call a validator, and there's a long story about that.
Yeah, I think there is. Did you ever speak to Rob McNeely?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
but I didn't.
Yeah, you guys should talk, because there is a way to do it. It's just a different thing from what I understand of talking to him, because he's always encouraging me to do it. So I think anyone out there can actually do it. It's just kind of structured a little bit differently. I would be the wrong person to explain that to you, but but you can do it. And yes, of course, I think every currency has to be like that, right? If you're doing transactions, you got to pay for the transactions. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way business is done. But there has to be that fee.
It happens with credit cards. It happens with cash, even if you don't believe it.
Well, that electricity gets used to move those bits of data across the internet. So somebody has to pay for that electricity at the very least,
Right, for sure. But even with cash, like, people might not believe that they have to, that there's fees and stuff like that with cash. Of course there is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's always fees built into everything. There's taxes built into that the government is smacking you upside the head with, so that they can just produce more currency. And even it's easier for them to produce the currency now, because they're not really having to print it if a lot of it is digital anyway. You know?
It's just a number on a spreadsheet.
I mean that's pretty much what we're dealing with, right? They're just printing up numbers, and we all have to deal with it now. So if either one of you guys is interested in that stuff, I know Rob McNeely, we can get him to come on the podcast here, but I can also just privately connect you guys to him. He's always willing to explain stuff to people. And actually, like, TUSC is doing a lot of stuff, and I think they're getting into NFTs. I don't know if you guys know about NFTs. But they're getting into that, and I think that's going to be big for the firearms market, just because we like to give out, High Point does it, give out, and so does Liberty, patches, stickers, all those kinds of things. If you had a way to create a digital image that you can encode and that's locked into your customers and gives them either, like, some kind of discount or points or whatever, I think that would go a long way. And then they could have that on their phone, and they could show that image. Let's say for example, they're supporting me and they see me at a show somewhere. They could always go, "Hey, Hank, I supported you. I bought your NFT. Boom, here it is." Take it out of their pocket and show it to me. And I know that TUSC is actually working on that. And I actually have an NFT. Let me see if I could Let me see if I could find my NFT. They did one called Undead President, and it's a limited number of things, and it's kind of like random what it becomes. Mine came out as I think I could show this here. Let me pull it up on the screen. Boom! There's my NFT right there. So Undead President's number 158. So I own that. So even though I'm showing it to people, I still own it. Someone could take that image and copy it and do whatever, but that particular combination of the Undead President's line, it uniquely belongs to me now. So I think there's a lot of ways to go with that in the firearms industry.
It's an interesting thing. I've done a bunch of research on non-fungible tokens.
Mm-hmm.
It's so early in the infancy of the device that that companies are struggling to understand how they can implement them.
Yeah. So do you guys know Cabot Guns? Have you ever heard of Cabot Guns?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, Cabot Guns makes those expensive 1911s.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, they'll make a Meteorite 1911 and then they'll sell it for $2 million.
Oh.
They did.
Like
two of them.
Real expensive guns.
Right, yeah. but like an entry level 1911 from them is not so bad. I think it's about $3,500 to $5,000.
I was thinking about $5,000, yeah.
Yeah, they make real nice, and they're nice guns. I think totally worth the money. But they made at SHOT Show. Now I wasn't there. I don't know. I know Liberty doesn't go to SHOT Show. Was High Point at SHOT Show this year?
High Point is there, but I didn't make it there this year.
Oh, okay. So they did. Oh man, I forgot what was the gun they did. They did one of these expensive guns, and then they put out an NFT with it.
Huh.
Because obviously not everyone's going to be able to buy that gun. So they did something where people can buy like a piece of the nostalgia, and obviously that's a limited thing. So yeah, obviously all of this stuff is in its infancy and we're messing around with it, but I think there's a place for it as like a digital sticker, a digital patch, a digital challenge coin. I think there's a place for that we can start using it and growing it, or maybe companies can even use these as things to give out as that, but the people who get them can also use that to maybe get some percentage off or some points towards buying this thing or that thing in the future. I think there's some potential there.
I think there is. I think what I've seen a lot of times is the stuff gaming industry is trying to push it real hard, but they're pushing it too much as a way of making a buck, and the gamers are getting pissed at it and not buying into it, and it's kind of tanking on them. But doing it more is, I don't say just for fun, but I don't know, not entirely right now, just as a straight up monetized thing of a way for a company to make a ton of money. I don't think it's worth it for the firearms.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at I would
swag thing.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't look at it as a money thing right now either. I don't think that's the best way to go with it,
Yeah.
It's more of like a swag, or more of a way that, so for example, let's say, that Yeet Cannon we've all been waiting for is about to come out, it's kind of a way that people can get a piece of that action even if they can't immediately get their hands on one, right?
Right.
And they can get into it, and then maybe in the future it becomes a nostalgic thing, like, oh, here's the proof that I was one of the first dudes on the waiting list or whatever it is to get this, and it could develop into that. But right now it has power just by being that, I think. So Lola wanted me to ask you guys, and we'll start with Dave from Liberty. What's the new stuff out there that you guys are working on? Like, what can you tell us? Like, what kind of stuff can we look forward to so far as suppressors coming up here in the near future?
Let's see. What I can tell you is that we tested. Let's see.
We're gonna get a little sneak peek.
We tested this one. As you can see, there's a little bit of silver in there.
Right.
That one is an approved design, and the models have went to my CAD guy to be cleaned up, have the decoration put on them, because I do rough prototypes that don't have any of the decorative machine work to make them look cool. That he adds that, and then he generates the prints and the programs for the guys out on the machines. That one's coming. We got an integral we tested that turned out really well. That's coming.
9mm, because you did 300 blackout. You did 5.56.
I don't know what caliber
just
yet.
Blink. He doesn't want to look at us.
There's a.
That's gonna be awesome.
There's the regulator TI.
Right.
And then there's another suppressor. I got to be careful in my language. But this year we're launching 5 new products this year.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dang.
And Hank will be on the forefront with products as they come out.
Okay, very cool. We need to get you out here on the range. I don't think we've done a range day this year, you and I. So
It's probably been 2 years, I think.
Has it been? Oh, okay. So we missed last year. How did that happen? Oh, you know what? Because of everything, maybe because of everything going. No, I thought we did last year.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah, we did last year.
We came to your private range last year.
Yeah.
Remember we did the MP5?
Yes,
video.
that was what we did last year. This year we haven't done something. Yeah. Yes, that's right. We did the MP5. We did a bunch of cool stuff. Okay. So yeah, we need to arrange one of those again. You know.
Absolutely.
It's getting hot now. We always try to do it when it's cold, but it's too late for that.
Cold in Florida? Come on, that doesn't exist.
Oh, it's a little bit for like a couple of minutes. There's a certain part of the day. Yeah.
Silencers are quieter in the summer anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool.
The air is thinner. Hot air is thinner by nature, so there's less sound to propagate through the thinner air.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, science.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll meter quieter in summer than they will in winter.
Okay, cool. Maybe we need to get High Point over here around the same time, because I'm going to ask you the same question, Dave Kiwacka. What do you guys have in the works, my friend? What can we look forward to?
I saw that Dr. Evil look.
I just watched it the other day.
Yeah.
Obviously, the High Point side, everybody knows what's coming. It's
right.
YC9.
Yeah.
And it is still coming. Every day it gets a little bit closer. You know.
Yeah.
Thread barrels are going to be de facto standard on that gun, so.
Okay.
It will be very suppressible. You know, it's still blowback pistol. I mean, those are coming.
Okay.
That's still High Point's goal, is keep producing what they're producing now and getting the YC9 out. I mean, obviously full forge. You know, it's pretty much a new thing. So, you know, this is only just launched really.
Maybe
last year, kinda.
Okay.
So yes, I mean, the sky's the limit with full forge between the pistol bags, the range bag, the backpacks, the rifle cases. You know.
Yeah.
Full forge can go anywhere with.
You know what I think will be cool with the bag? Like, obviously, I'd like to find out what kind of different bags you guys are getting into. It'll be nice, you know, like, I don't know, let's say, just take a random thought. Like, if there was a suppressor company and they were making a suppressor, you know, and you can get, like, a nice... Obviously, like, Liberty suppressors come in a nice sleeve and everything. How about a nice suppressor case or suppressor bag or something, you know?
It's certainly a doable option.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
I've never seen that.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that, Dave? You guys make suppressors. Have you?
The closest thing I would say would be Gem Tech makes a soft case. I think that holds 5. I think it's like a 5-can kind of soft case.
Oh, really?
My mind was going to the HK Mark 23, but that was with the gun and the can. And the max on their case. I think.
Okay.
I still do that.
Soft case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Lola wants to know where she says, where is Full Forge available? And Shelly Fungus says in Ohio. It's online, right? You can buy this stuff online.
Yep. We've got retailers online.
Yeah.
Like Sportsman Outdoor Superstore. That's the first one off the top of my head. I know they carry pretty much everything.
Yeah. But can people go to the Full Forge website and buy it directly from there?
You get you to a link to a retailer that's got it. We're not set up to sell retail.
Okay.
I'm trying to see who's on there.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got links that'll get you going, and we're trying to get more guys stocked up so we can get more links on there.
Okay.
Classic Firearms, like they're on there. So Classic Firearms carries them.
Okay. Cool.
So
So we got to get more people carrying these.
Absolutely.
Carrying these awesome bags, you know. I don't know. Maybe like some suppressor people we know.
Yeah. That'd be a cool idea. I wonder who we can work with on that.
Yeah. What will be nice is even like a suppressor tool bag. Come on.
Right.
Suppressor tool bag.
There are suppressor tools
Right.
like that need like containment so they don't
Yeah,
get
they need
lost.
to.
You know,
I mean, Dave.
these little wrenches and stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. How about a little suppressor?
There's a little widget for the vector. You
Compartmentalized
know.
one.
Yeah. Shelly Fungus says,
Something
"I'm
that
looking
rolls
at the
out.
full forge rifle bags when the show ends." Yeah, I'm trying to get Dave to do a tool roll. I like tool rolls. You
Yeah,
know,
I think
that's
that was a cool idea. I like
yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the the awesomeness that's out
Hold
there.
on just a second. I'm gonna have to unplug my audio. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and while he's doing that, by the way, shout out to oh wait, hold on a second. I think let's see here. Let's go Dave and me. All right. So shout out to Asper Warrior. I see him out there. What's up, Mike? What's going on? I saw him in the chat here as well as the other folks. So yeah, but you guys are going to be developing that line, and there's going to be some other things.
Oh
coming
yeah,
in line,
yeah.
right?
Because it's absolutely in its infancy with the rifle case behind me. You know, the backpack you showed, I've got one too.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the tool bag I've hold up here. This is the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It
And
wasn't
the pistol
there.
cases, you know, being the
Yeah.
dual pistol case and single pistol case. That's what we got for right now. But yes,
Mhm.
these are all still just brand new. So yeah, that's why I say
Yeah.
the sky's the limit on. We could develop anything and everything, really and truly.
Yeah. AK Sean says my local place, True Shotgun Club, carries them.
Yep, true shot. Yes,
Yeah, there you go. So,
Nice.
that is very
True
very
Shot's
cool.
got a pretty good online presence, I think, too. So you can get them through
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And Asper Warrior says he likes tool rolls also. I think tool rolls are going to be the new hotness, man. And I think the gun world, like imagine having a nice AR tool roll or a suppressor.
Right.
Because, you know, when
Right.
you go out to shoot your suppressors, you always need to tighten something up or do a little something or whatever. You know, I think it's, you know, it's a good idea to have stuff like that. I know suppressors obviously don't sell as much as guns because people have to buy them and then wait and go through the whole thing. But, you know, if you become an aficionado of a suppressor.
Well, but still, like I
Yeah,
said,
you
that
need
tool
to
side of it is legit. I mean, you make it
Mm-hmm.
the compartments. I like things compartmentalized. I don't like having 15 different little baggies in my range bag of, you know, whether it's my fix-it sticks or it is the AR wrench or whatever.
Mhm.
But still doing something like a tool roll, but you make the compartments big enough to fit more than just flat tools like a suppressor or two.
Mhm.
You know, the wrenches that go along with it. I think that's a
Yeah.
solid option.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you going to show us, Dave? I know. What'd you go get?
Well, I have yet to come on your podcast and not give something away. So we're going to give away one of
Uh-oh.
these posters when you do it.
Oh, very nice.
That's cool.
There's a
Okay,
glare
cool.
that it won't come with the frame. They'll have to come up with their own frame. But it's I can
Okay.
get it back here enough.
So
But it's
Liberty-
a 20 by 30 poster. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, very nice. And who shot that
that's
photo?
I did.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Nice.
Are you giving that away now? Is that getting given away? Are you giving it away now?
Yeah, I'm giving it to you. Like I said, it'll just be the poster.
Okay.
So
So-
you give the poster away
Okay. Okay, so you want us to do that at another time or right now?
whenever you want.
Let's do it now while you're on. Let's do it now while you're on. Everyone out there that wants the poster right now, make sure you smash the arrow up right under the title in this video and say, "I want the poster." There you go.
There you go.
And I don't know if the Daves can see the chat, but I sent you guys a link to
Yeah,
the
oh,
chat, and we'll let you, if you could see the chat, we'll let you pick someone out. I don't know. Maybe we could.
I can't see it. Y'all
you can't
pick
see.
one.
Yeah, we'll let Dave pick one, and maybe we could.
Dave picked it.
Can we nudge High Point into giving away some stuff, Dave? How about that? Let's throw something else. Let's throw something else in there, Dave. What do you say? Nudge, nudge, nudge.
Sure.
Yeah, what you got?
I don't know.
A box of 9
how about a gun case or something? How about that?
I say yeah. We'll do like whatever I've got more of. It's a Cat 1 or the Cat 2.
Yeah.
Case.
Okay.
Throw that in with it.
So
I don't know
two
what we
people.
got.
One person's gonna get the poster. One person's gonna get that bag or whatever it is for Full Forge gear. So Armin and Axis says, so that poster shows how suppressors are made. Everyone commenting in there right now, you're going to be eligible. So between now and when we end the show, we're going to pick 2 people, and then Lola's going to somehow keep track of that and then send that info to Dave at Liberty and Dave at High Point, and we will, So everyone who's interested right now, get in the comments. You have to be in the comments right now for these guys to see you to get that. we will give you your chance to get all up in that right now, and you know, I'm looking to see if that is. I know we're getting ready to do another break here, so probably what we're gonna do this break that's coming up, and then we are going to come back here, and we're gonna pick 2 people, and we're gonna wrap up the show and all that kind of stuff. So you guys need to... We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com. Yeah, and by the way, for anyone who's watching this later, this is only for people watching live on Utreon. My apologies. You got to join us here live on Utreon to get the cool stuff. You know, that's just how it goes right here. Lola also put up a link there in the chat for Defiance Tools. They have a really cool gear roll that if you guys want to take a look at that. And we know those guys over at Defiance Tools. They've got some cool stuff that they make. And I think I've got a video of that gear roll somewhere that I need to post on one of these YouTube channels. So you guys can check that out.
Our Utreon channel.
Yeah. Do you guys have channels on Utreon?
Not yet, but it's on my work list to migrate my YouTube channel over.
Yeah. So yes, if you go to Utreon, just create an account, and the CEO of Utreon is often in the chat here, but we can link you up with him, give you info to talk to those guys. They're very pro gun guys. They were actually at one of the Iraq veteran events. And they were out there talking to people, and that's how John Crump and Flying Rich found out about them, and then I found out about them. So, you know, and it's a good idea. If you sign up with them, they'll pull all your videos over there. But you can also, if you want to, go live. I don't know. Let's say you have a new suppressor coming out. You can actually go live shooting and not get kicked off the internet.
Not banned.
Yep. Or let's say for example the let's say for example the yeet cannon comes out. And you guys want to be the first one to post it, you can do that. Lola said the code is Palooza10, Palooza PALOOZA 10 for 10% off at Defiance Tools. Because that's something we do through the Stranger Palooza channel. So there you go. And she also put that in the chat. And you can just look up Defiance Tools if you're listening on audio and find that out. Okay, that being said, okay, so Dave from Liberty, you said you cannot see the chat, right?
No, I can't.
Okay, so therefore it is all on Dave Kiwacka.
That's right.
You gotta pick
no
2
pressure,
people.
Dave.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Well, I was going to go easy and say, who were the first 2 people to comment anything, period? The first
Okay, so, so go to the top of the, you have to go to the top of the chat then if you want to see that. I'm not sure if they're still in here, but we can get in touch with them. Skivvy Waver's out there. He says he would love to win the poster. So you got people. Shelly Fungus says he doesn't want to win the poster because you'll just be reminding of suppressors he can't have. Asper Warriors out there. Lola is out there. She's not eligible. DCG 44s is out there. AK Sean. AK Sean said he won the cigar tube, so he doesn't want to be greedy. So look through there and pick 2 people. So the first one you're going to pick is for the poster. So that's the, there's a bunch of comments in there, so...
Well, it's not... I'm not seeing the top of it.
Oh, you can't... You might have to keep scrolling up to go to the top, or go to the top of whatever you could see. There's a lot of comments in there. There's been a lot of comments.
Well, first one's Lola, and then Shelly.
Mm-hmm. So...
What, Shelly Fungus didn't want anything, or won something before? Thanks, guys. Great show.
Yeah.
Shelly can't end the can, so didn't want the poster.
He said, I say remind him. I say remind Shelly Fungus. Pick him. We'll send him the poster. He can look at that, and then he can get to work making his
All right,
state freer.
Shelly gets the poster then.
Yeah, there you go. The ATF will show up and lock you up. That
He
poster
doesn't
is
have
a
a
machine.
dog, does he?
No, I don't know. That poster is a machine gun. So Shelly Fungus on that one, right? There you
on
go.
the poster. Yep.
All right, cool. So okay, and then so now we're going to the bag. You know, drum roll on the bag. Yeah, it's
Where's this thing going?
He says no thanks. No, Shelly Fungus, you're getting that poster. If you don't want the poster, Shelly Fungus, you need to assign someone else the poster. We are giving you that poster. Yeah. AK Sean says give it to Shelly Fungus. Exactly. He says LMAO thanks, so he's taking the poster.
To Shelly.
Yeah. To Shelly.
Yes, sign it. That's great.
This is a machine gun. Don't tell the ATF.
Yeah. Hide your dog.
From Dave.
Bag. How about armament and axes? How about that?
Boom! There you go. Armament and axes. You got the bag.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. There you go. Shelly Fungus says, thanks, guys. It's a great poster. Armament and axes. He's probably still in here. I'm pretty sure he's always here. He says he was the first in here tonight, which he's usually one of the first folks in here tonight. So, congratulations. There you go. So get in touch with Lola. You guys out there, get in touch with Lola. She's in the chat right now, so you can talk to her about that, and we'll get addresses and everything. We'll get those sent out to you. Big thanks to High Point and Full Forge Gear, of course, for that, as well as Liberty Suppressors. We appreciate that. Okay, so listen.
Here's a little secret. We only give those posters to the dealers. So he's the only guy who's not a dealer that gets one.
Yep, and they're very nice. I mean, and Dave takes those. Dave is like a really good photographer. He's been doing it for a long time. Yeah.
Thank you.
So he's really good. I like his stuff that he does, and so there you go. Okay, so let's start with Dave from Liberty Suppressors. For the folks looking at this, listening to this, they want to know where to follow you guys, how to find out more info. How can they do that?
They can find us on Instagram and Facebook. We're Liberty Suppressors. On Facebook, we're Liberty Cans. On Instagram, they can go to our website, which is libertycans.net or libertysuppressors.com. It's a, what do they call it, redirect. Either one. If you just type Liberty Suppressors into the Google search bar, you will find us rapidly. And on there is numerous points of contact. You can email us. You can call us. We have all that's on every web page is ways to get in touch with us easily. We prefer email, but you can call. I mean, we've got a couple of people that pick up the phone, so It's fine if you call. We don't mind it, but the only reason we prefer email is because
Dave, Dave is cracking up. No, I understand. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Dave of High Point. Same question goes to you. How can the folks out there follow you guys? How can they communicate with you if they have any further questions on stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we do the social media gambit on everything. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's just High Point Firearms. And just like Dave from Liberty, you can find it all from the website, highpointfirearms.com. There'll be the links to all of them on there to get in touch with us. You can email us. You can direct message us. Might take a little bit to answer you. We do read everything. It just takes time. For Full Forge Gear, same thing. FullForgeGear.com. Get you the Instagram and the Facebook, which are both Full Forge Gear. Same thing. You can message on there. You can call us directly. You can email us. Doesn't matter. We'll get in touch with you.
Absolutely awesome. Yeah, and I just want to say before we go out here, we're going to go out and come back, and one of these guys, if not both of them, are going to leave us with words of wisdom. But both of these companies, I mean, High Point and Full Forge Gear does a lot to help us out here, as well as Liberty Suppressors. They go to very long lengths to help us out, to be able to run the channel and do a lot of cool things. So I really appreciate you guys. Like not just what we gave away here tonight, but you guys are always helping us out, giving stuff to folks and all of that. So it's much appreciated for myself and Lola and everyone else here that does stuff with me. So thank you.
Man, thank
you, Hank. Yeah, really.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What you do is super valuable. I can't put words to what
I
you're
couldn't do
doing
it.
for the community.
Lola says, great show. Thank you, Dave and Dave. So,
Thank you, Lola.
Yes, absolutely.
Always.
Yes. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to run in the end. Which one of you wants to leave us with the words of wisdom? Oh, everyone's pointing to the other guy. All I know is when we come back, somebody named Dave, someone named Dave is yeah, exactly. They're pointing every which way. Someone named Dave, when we get back in, these guys are having way too much fun. Someone named Dave is going to give us words of wisdom. That's all I know. I'm going to run in the end right now, and we're going to be... All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, listening, hanging out with us here on Utreon, where we go live. Of course, it's going to go up on YouTube, as well as we're going to rip out the audio. It's going to go up on iTunes and Podbean and Audible and all your favorite places to get your audio podcast from. You know, we are now part of the Firearms Radio Network, so big shout out to all those folks that have been coming in here. I was looking, we are, like, by the time this goes up there, the audio goes up for this, we'll be 300,000 downloads on the audio.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
Awesome.
And at this point, we're doing about 1,000 downloads plus a day on when it comes to the audio side of what we do. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yes, absolutely. And we could not have done that without all the people listening to this and the folks supporting us and all that kind of stuff. So we appreciate all of you. Words of wisdom from someone named Dave.
Keep your powder dry.
There you go. There you go. That's what you get from Dave.
Man, I thought I was going to go something short and simple, and that I killed it.
What do you have, Dave? What's your thing? What do you got?
It's not so much words of wisdom, but just say that with everything going on yet again, be in touch with your representatives. Mm-hmm. I just threw up a link, I think it was today, just with the whole 80% frame crap. Be in touch with your representatives. Yep. Make yourself heard to them. It does make a difference. I know it doesn't feel like it, but do reach out to them. I'm not saying you got to do it every day or every week, but reach out to them regularly and tell them where you're at with things. I mean, they do work for us, and never forget that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, both of you, well said. I agree with that. You got to let these guys know that we vote for them and we have expectations when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we're out of here. You guys stay right here. We'll see you all tomorrow. I believe that, like I said, we've got temporarily offline of the ham radio world and some other guests coming on tomorrow. So it's going to be a fun show, as well as this was a very fun show. We'll see you all. Let me press the buttons. Make sure I hit them properly. I got to hit the buttons right. Otherwise, I get into big trouble here. Let's go.